Hey guys, Rob Mitchell here. Thanks for joining me for this day trading, order flow, price action, secrets, leading traps. First off, before we get going anywhere, order flow, price action, secrets, leading traps, differences that make a difference. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. There's a risk of loss trading futures. Don't use the grocery money to trade. Okay, what do we have here today? So methods I show you in these YouTube videos, they're intended to show you various ways you could establish components to a successful day trading system or strategy with any tool set. We use the tools that I've developed over the years and that we've spent tens of thousands of hours using in order to perfect these methods that I'm showing you. So what I show you in these videos, what I'm really doing is I'm telling you kind of where to look and how to look at charts, similar to what I teach in the trading room daily. Specific settings, not necessarily important. And what I'm really encouraging is your personal exploration of the concepts. And that may lead to benefit if you do that. So I'm kind of showing you a direction that you could look in where you might find a holy grail if you do it. And so that's the idea behind these videos. And so this one being a little bit of a special one is a special holiday gift because we got holiday this weekend. So I'm going to show you 3 patterns that we've used in our trading room for a long time. For a long time. There's nothing new here. I'm just showing you how to combine it in a unique way. And I will. You can also get resources at indicatorsmart.com on these trap trader oscillator patterns. And I've even talked about these bar patterns in other videos before with the Smart Super Renko. So we discuss these patterns and we teach them in the trading room. There are many bar patterns that we use with the Smart Super Renko price bars that we're going to use in this video. In this video, I'm going to show you 2 of them that go back to the very beginning, the Me2 and the E2 patterns. Now, these patterns were originally developed with the ultimate tick bars and then the ultimate order flow bars and adapted also to the Smart Super Renko bars. So we have a lot of people using ultimate tick bars, ultimate order flow bars. These patterns that I'm showing you here will also be relevant on those bars as well in exactly the same way I'm showing you here. So the E2 pattern originally is where the current bar has encompassed the brick of the prior bar in the tail. I'm going to show you an image of that in a second. And the other one, the Me2 pattern, is where the current bar has encompassed 50% or more of a reversal bar brick. I'm going to say it again. E2 is where the tail of the current bar is encompassing the brick of the prior bar, and the Me2 pattern is where the tail is encompassing more than 50% or more of it. And that looks like this. So you see this tail right here, Me2. Now see that big tail to that reversal bar? See that reversal bar is bigger than the continuation bar. It's a bigger bar. And if it does more than half of it, we call that a Me2. It's an encompassing pattern. That's what that E stands for. And then this one here, down a little bit lower, see how that tail touches the open of the prior bar, the brick, and it encompasses it there, and then it continues lower and closes lower. That's called an E2. And the earlier one is called the Me2. We've been doing these forever. It goes back to the very beginning, as long as we've been doing this. So the next pattern I'm going to show you is on the Trap Trader Oscillator Advance. It's a lead out pattern where the Trap Trader Oscillator needle is expanding its range into new territory. You're going to see an image of that in a minute. And I'm actually going to show you an image that puts it all together. There are many themes and variations of this simple pattern. I was counting one up the other day. We're doing some bar needle patterns on the Trap Trader Oscillator, and over 2 bars, we were literally talking about 1,000 different combinations that you could do, pattern classifications. that you could do. So there's a whole world down in this little place. Like I began this discussion, I'm telling you what to look at so that some things can be revealed for you. This goes back to a video I did a couple of weeks ago on seeing, on trading what you see. Yeah. Well, it may be hard for you to see this, so you can take screenshots of it or study it, and then take it to your own charts and expand it from there. Don't ask me for a bunch of settings and stuff. It's just the default settings. Yeah. So the other patterns that are in the original articles I wrote on this, a TTO lead out, the TTO box pattern. Yeah. And if you go to Trap Trader Oscillator Advanced on IndicatorSmart.com, there's a link in there that'll take you to an article with all these different patterns on it. Yeah. So for those who know this pattern in a trading room, it's called Rule of 6. Now, trading room members know it as the Rule of 6. And I'm just using the default setting on the Trap Trader Oscillator. Yeah, so this chart's going to put it all together. Yeah, so I got an E2 there, first one there. And you see how that Trap Trader Oscillator is leading out to new territory there? Yeah, it's just leading out to new territory. Yeah, okay, E2. And then you get the E2 going down right there. Yeah, now see how the lead out says lead out on the Trap Trader Oscillator down below? Yeah, it's leading out in a new territory. And then over here towards the right, you get a Me2 right there, and it's leading out in a new territory. The Trap Trader Oscillator is leading out in a new territory. And then the E2 over on the right side of the chart and the Trap Trader Oscillator is leading out in a new territory. Yeah, it's just as simple, guys. Yeah, so this tool set's made up of, there's a bunch of other things on this chart. Yeah, this is my trading chart. Yeah. And I have a smart momentum on there. This is my trading chart, and that I use during the day. Yeah, I've got other tools on here that we've used other of these tools in other videos as well. Yeah, so I just did this trade markers report. Trade markers is a tool that we use to get down to the nitty gritty on execution level analysis of trades. You can do all kinds of things with this tool. I just took a couple of days here of the trades that I just showed you. Yeah. Trading a 3 lot, 4, 8, 12 tick targets, 21 tick stop. You can use a smaller stop if you want. That's a whole nother topic, is what size stop that you might use. And this one locks in at 5 ticks. If I take that off, the profit drops. Yeah. If I make the stop smaller, the profit drops. Could I do this and make the stop smaller? Sure. Yeah. You can take it all the way down to like 13 ticks if you want to. You know, so a lot of times stops and things like that are a lifestyle choice. Yeah. So is this trade markers test intended to show this as a day trading system? Could be. Yeah, you could use this as a day trading system. But after you start thinking the way that I'm trying to teach you in these videos, after a while you don't think of it that way anymore. You just think of it as one of many different patterns that you know, and concepts that you know. And so for me, mostly the way I do that is I test it and I get a baseline. So I know that this pattern, you know, is better than 90% in general combined. Yeah, somewhere up in there. You know, if I go to 8 ticks, it's 84. Yeah, so it's viable. Yeah, it's a viable triggering system. Yeah, could it be used in conjunction with other things to increase percentage and everything else? Yeah, you bet it could. Yeah. So now, as I've kind of alluded to in this video so far and in other videos, this is a pattern. It's the pattern that matters. It's the pattern that matters. And there are many themes and variations that you can explore with something like this. So I'm kind of telling you, hey, take a look in here and explore that and study it. You might find something that works for you that you can see that's natural for you. Yeah. And that's important, because if you can't do that, then you can't trade it. It doesn't matter if it's the mega holy grail of holy grails or whatever, you got to be able to see it. You got to be able to implement that live in real time. Yeah. And that's a transition as well. Maybe one of these days we'll do a video on that, on how that transition occurs. So if you take these concepts and explore them for your trading, you will find patterns that will make sense to you and that can work just for you. Make it your own. So that being said, various other permutations of these concepts can also be made into standalone day trading systems. The possibilities are virtually endless. It's mind-boggling. Yeah, it's mind-boggling. And so you have a lot of flexibility. And so that's why I've said in other videos, you loosen criteria when you get like this. You don't try to tighten things and make tight rules. It's rules that keep us from being ourselves. We want to have rules that work with the way that we naturally think. So you can be like an athlete on the basketball court, not having a single thought in your head and performing utterly amazingly. Yeah, that's the idea. So also see my other recent videos to discover more about trading system revelation, 4-quadrant design components, and trading what you see. We've already talked about all these things. 4-quadrant design components at indicatorsmart.com. Yeah, if you're serious about learning trading and you're willing to do the work, I know a lot of people, I've been getting tons of emails off of these videos, people reaching out to me, thanking me for doing these. Yeah, and asking me questions about it. But if you really want to take it to a high level, join Trading Room, and benefit from its many resources and the training and all the resources. So if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Again, indicatorsmart.com if you want to learn about any of these trading tools. If you need help getting clear limiting beliefs, values, emotions that can plague your trading, manifesting your future guru, sign up on the pop-up there and it'll send you some videos that tell more about it. Yeah, I got special coupons available for Trading Room members. I deeply discount that for Trading Room members. And you can get TradeMarkers, Smart Super Renko, Trap Trader Oscillator, any of the tools at indicatorsmart.com. Just the manuals alone on those tools are pretty awesome. In my opinion. I wrote them, of course, but so I'm biased. So if you like the video, let us know. We'll do more like it. There are many ways to use these tools. Many. It's crazy cool and fun. So join us at stockindextradingroom.com, oiltradingroom.com. Learn more at Indicator Smart. Thank you for joining me. Have a super awesome holiday. If it's still a holiday, if you're watching this video after the holiday, that's fine too. Thank you guys. We'll see you on the next one.